Colton Campbell gets the start tonight on the bump for the Corbin 11U All-Stars. Lennox Griffin in center field. Brantley Huddleston, your catcher. Colton Ross, your extra hitter. Eli Baker at third base. Collins Rutland in right field. And Rowdy Faulkner, an extra hitter. And Bentley Campbell, an extra hitter. Now, you know, Ronnie Smith, since we were in the game of Little League from years ago, you know, the strategy has changed a little bit. Everybody hits now, so you don't have to play 6 outs and, you know, try to get hitters in certain situations and that type of thing. So let me give you the Daviess County Little League. Justin Maxey, Jake Watkins, Carson Aspie, Briar Stone, Owen Gaynor, J.P. Hodges, Luke Abbott, Jackson Bickett, Bennett Mason, Zach Falloway, Carson Halls, and Carter Mafia. What a baseball name, Carter Mafia, Ronnie Smith.
Yeah, we don't want to mess with that guy. We want to make sure we keep him on our good side. Mondo, Simon here, Ronnie Smith, Miller Park, Corbin against Daviess County, 11 and under, all-star game. Of course, Mike Campbell, the head coach. Dr. Campbell does a great job, and they've had a very successful all-star run to get to this state tournament.
Well, you know, Ronnie, I got a chance to talk with both coaches of Daviess County and Corbin before the game. Michael Campbell been involved in Little League for his 5th year now. And for him, the difference maker tonight is Owen Begley. He says Owen is key to this 11-year-old Corbin team to their success. And his top 2 points for his team is a solid offense and his pitchers keeping low pitch counts and throwing strikes. Now, the Daviess County team, they have a big district over that way, 7 teams in their district. And Ronnie Smith, they faced a lot of good opponents to get to this point tonight. They beat Warren North 11-6, Bowling Green East 5-0, and then beat Warren County South in the championship game 3-2. Coach Watkins in his 10th year in Little League over in Daviess County. And Coach Watkins couldn't pinpoint one single difference maker, Ronnie. He said he has a couple on his team that can really play the game. So should be a good matchup. It's going to be a fun game to watch. And, man, we're just excited to get started.
Yeah, here we go. Corbin is the guest team on the scoreboard, so they are going to be batting first here for Corbin. Mr. Smith at the plate.
Leading off for Corbin, Carson Smith.
And it's a beautiful facility. Appreciate Cruz. Sima on the camera tonight. He'll be moving the camera for us. First pitch is a ball. We are here. Appreciate all the volunteers at Corbin Little League. It's been a long day. Mondo, what time do you see guys getting here this morning?
Well, this morning, Ronnie, they started about 7:30, but the previous day was about the same. And you know, Friday night they ended about 1:30. So a lot of guys putting in a lot of time here and trying to get these kids and these games underway. for a ball. 2-1 count, or 1-2 count, with 2 outs here in the top of the first.
Got 1 run in, all ready for Corbin. Swing and a miss by Griffin. You've known this young man all his life.
Yeah, another off-speed pitch right there. Griffin, little out front again. Yeah, great folks, good people. And this kid right here has got some wheels, Ronnie Smith. He can get around the base paths. Watkins, the pitcher, steps off. Pitch low. Two count, 2 outs, runners on second and third.
Well, they got 1 run.
Griffin called out. Third pitch strike on another breaking ball.
Yeah, we appreciate our audience that's building up. Appreciate our sponsors, Martin Peterbilt. We're live from Miller Park. Ronnie Smith with Mondo Sima and WB Transport here on the 13th region coverage of the Kentucky State Tournament.
Yeah, great night for baseball. This actually, Ronnie, was supposed to be a 6 o'clock game tonight. But, you know, when the rain starts, a lot of good folks here to help get the tarps on the field. And if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't even be here tonight. So, which would have just laid everybody, you know, staying in the motels. And, you know, great job by the Corbin City and the Whitley County Fiscal Court for supplying the tent, or not the tent, I'm sorry, but the tarp to cover these fields to be able to make this great event happen. First time ever, Ronnie Smith, Corbin Little League hosts all 3 age groups of the Kentucky State Little League Tournament.
Yeah, it is pretty impressive. And Daviess County is going to be coming in, and they're going to be batting here in just a moment. Know anything about this young pitcher for Corbin?
Yeah, is that Colton Campbell for the Corbin Avenue, Coach Campbell's son? And if I'm not mistaken, Ronnie, the starting pitcher for the Daviess County is also a coach's son. So, you know, a lot of times that happens at this age. If it wasn't for the dads involved in these programs, then it'd be hard to find a lot of good coaches.
Yeah, it would, and you know that. I was able to work with our sons and had a good time through the years. Some of the best memories that you
Oh, yeah, Little League holds a special place in my heart. I've been involved with Little League. And what about Jeff Chadwell putting this event on? I know he's worked endlessly, tirelessly trying to make this happen.
Pitching for Corbin, number 30.
You know, and all the fine folks, a part of his board there for the Corbin Little League.
Leading off, Justin Maxey.
First pitch by Campbell, called strike. Maxey, the leadoff hitter for Daviess County, the home team here in the bottom of the first inning. Strike 2 by Campbell. Campbell's coming out hot, Ronnie Smith.
Yep.
Ball high. Nice little change up right there in the dirt by Campbell. It's a lot of good young pitchers. You're going to need to change eye levels, change speeds the best you can, but moving the ball in and out. Ball high. Oh, center fielder almost made a tremendous play as the ball dropped right in front of Griffin.
Yeah, that was close. It was kind of, what do you call that, Mondo? No man's land.
Yeah, a little duck snort maybe they call it.
Now batting, number 14.
I think we got this hot spot. We had to reset it a couple times, but I think, Mondo, we are good to go now. We should have good coverage. It says 200 people have been watching, so that's a That's a good thing. We never had any issue out of this before, but I know cell service is rough up here at Miller Park other than Verizon, so we appreciate that hotspot.
Watkins, the 2-hole hitter, squares around for a bunt. Runner from first advances to second as the ball pops out of the catcher's glove.
So Corbin got that first run in the top of the first inning off the hit from Daviess. Here's Daviess County trying to react. It was just foul. It was a pretty good bunt, Mondo.
Yes, it was. Watkins here, one of the difference makers that the coach identified for us. Let's see if he can bring this run in from second base here.
That was awkward. Did that hit? That kind of fouled and hit him in the helmet. I
Yeah,
think.
pitcher kind of stepped out of the zone or out of the batter's box there just a little bit. Campbell seemed to run it in on his hands. Campbell stays ahead with a 1-2 count. Runner on second base.
Gainer.
Watkins drives it back up the middle. Griffin up with the ball. No throw at home as the runner Maxey scores from second base, tying this ball game.
Little indecision there, and we have to remember, Mondo, these are 11-year-old kids, and sometimes it's tough on them.
Yeah, I heard
Now batting number 27, Carson Ashby.
heard a coach today talking to his team as we were working on the field, Ronnie, and his number one thing was have big smiles. So pitch in the dirt. Ashby swings at it, foul ball. Now, Ronnie, it's a little different game than what we're used to now at the the middle school and high school level. The base runners cannot leave until the ball crosses home plate at the little league level.
And, a lot of times they'll wait on a pass ball, but there's not a whole lot of backstop area, so the catcher has an advantage a lot of times.
Nice off-speed pitch by Campbell. Ashby out front. Catcher comes up, ready to throw to first base. Got an 0-2 count.
Just a great atmosphere here, Mondo. All these people, hundreds of people here. Grounded into left field, a base hit. It's another hit for Daviess County.
Yeah, hard hit ball by Ashby right there. Baker a little on his heels on that one as the ball gets by him into left field. Left fielder did a good job coming up, stopping the ball, keeping the runner at second base.
Ryder Stone.
The dozens of volunteers that it takes to make this happen. Playing on two different fields. You got the 12-year-olds on one field, the 10-year-olds played earlier. And finally, the 11-year-olds able to start tonight. And, Mondo, there's supposed to be a game after this one, but there are rules.
Gainer. Campbell really coming in with a good mix of pitches tonight, mixing a little change up. It's on top of a little 12-6 breaking ball there, it looks like.
Corbin's foul ball there. You know, Corbin has the white pants. So when you're looking on the screen, you might look at the red at the plate and think that's Corbin. Daviess County is also red. Corbin's with the white pants, Daviess County with the gray. Here at Miller, beautiful Miller Park.
Ronnie, this is Eli Hill Field, you know. Eli, this field was dedicated to him.
Foul ball. It is beautiful. If you haven't had a chance to drive up to Miller Park, I encourage you to do so. It is an absolute beautiful facility. Of course, Mondo, there's not been many on the Little League. Let's see the pitch here. Ball gets away. Runners will stay. There have been many been around as long as you and I have on this Little League board, man. I've tried to step away a couple times. Chadwell just won't let me. But I think this is my 20th year, and you're coming up close.
Yeah, this is I think 2008 is when I came on the Corbin Little League board.
16 years.
So.
Yeah, it's a great way to volunteer. We encourage you to get involved in your local communities. There's a ball. We appreciate our sponsors tonight, Martin Peterbilt and WB Transport.
The runners on second and third with one out. Full count. There's a pitch.
Gets by him. Oh.
Runner safe at home on a pass ball.
You know what, though, Mondo? Campbell did a very good job of blocking the plate there. He tried his best, but he got in before, just underneath it.
Now batting number 5, J.P. Hedges.
Coach Campbell's going to make a pitching change here. He's going to bring in Mr. Begley. And that's something that's real interesting, Mondo, with Little League is the pitch count. It's so important when you play day after day after day.
Yeah, well, that's one thing. You know, Ronnie, you've got to strategize 20 pitches, and you can't pitch the next day. So looks like Coach Campbell is saving his son for this third game of the pool play.
You know, normally we'd be rocking and rolling with some music up here, but it is after 10 o'clock, and there are some neighborhoods close by, so not playing any music, it makes it a little bit different.
Ronnie Smith, huge crowd here tonight. If you look
man.
outside this, they're 5 or 6 deep up on top, and every row in the stands is just absolutely packed.
Yeah, we're here at Eli Hill Field, field number 1. Begley in to pitch for Corbin.
Now pitching for Corbin, number 44, Owen Begley.
Listening to the voice, Paul Taylor, with his ear candy, as we say. You got a good voice on that, Paul. I've never heard you do it. Been holding out on me, man, all these years.
Ronnie, his mother always said he had a face for radio, so. Paul's a good guy, always willing to help out.
He serves on the board, many boards, Little League board, as well as the school board. So pass ball, runner moves up. Corbin just needs to get out of this inning. Did you hear the whiz off of that? Begley threw it in there, a fastball. Tries to pick him off third, didn't get it. Appreciate Martin Peterbilt and WB Transport, our sponsors for this tournament. We'll be covering all the local teams as much as possible. We apologize for all the rain delays. It's been foul ball back. It's been crazy, Mondo. You know, there's people right now been here 15 hours. And we still have this game and one game to go. You get wore out, you get tired. And it was the same yesterday. It'll be the same tomorrow. And we're just praying for good weather.
Yeah, it's not raining like 24 days or something, and rain 3 days in a row. Begley coming in right there, striking out the batter for out number 2.
That brings Abbott to the plate. So trying to come in and get out of this jam. Corbin scored 1 in the top of the first. Daviess County has scored 2 so far. There's a ground ball to shortstop. Fields throws. He gets him. And that is the inning. After 1 inning of play, it's Daviess County 2, Corbin 1. You're listening to the Martins Peterbilt WB Transport Little League Tournament here on the 13th Region Media Network.
5 pitches for Begley. 5.
Okay. Brantley Huddleston leading off for Corbin, Mondo, here as we go to the top of the second. Maybe they got the jitters out of their system there. They'll need to settle down here. Had a couple errors, couple missed throws. I don't think both of those runs would have been earned runs.
No, that always seems to happen at this age level. And, your first game, I'm sure there's definitely some jitters on both sides. And it may take an inning or two to get that out, Ronnie.
Yeah, we're listening here to the state tournament, the Kentucky State Tournament. As Mondo mentioned earlier, the 10-year-olds, the 11-year-olds, and the 12-year-olds from across the state of Kentucky have compiled here in Corbin at this beautiful facility up at Miller Park.
Leading off for Corbin, number 21, Brantley Huddleston.
Mr. Huddleston comes to the plate, wanting to get off to a good start. You see Coach Campbell talking to Huddleston as he crosses home plate. Usually the head coach coaches third base. Mondo, you always like to coach third, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. If you're a head coach, Ronnie, you need to be calling the game because ultimately it falls on you, and that's where usually the head coach is at third there, giving signs and making the decision to either get thrown out or score runs at home. So
Huddleston leads off the top of the second for Corbin against Daviess County here in the Little League State Tournament. It's not an elimination game, Mondo. Do you want to explain to them how that works with pool play? Swing and a miss.
Nice off-speed pitch right there. Huddleston. So in each age group, there's 3 games of pool play. And they will take the top 2 teams from each pool, combining for a 4-team playoff.
Grounder to third. Good play by the Daviess County first baseman. Nice contact there by Huddleston, but he's retired.
And then at that point, they will play a single elimination tournament. Now
batting number 2, Colton Ross.
Now, there is a little more, Ronnie, that goes into it besides just wins and losses. The first tiebreaker is runs allowed, and then the second is runs scored.
So if Corbin was to lose this game, it's not the end of the season. Young Mr. Ross at the plate. Wears number 2, all-star for Corbin.
Fastball high, 1-1 count to Ross.
Mondo Sima, you're no stranger to state tournament. Started when you were a young player and then as a coach as well. Where did you play your state tournament as a player?
We played in Catlettsburg, Kentucky, which is just outside of Ashland. And wow, Ronnie, what a tremendous experience that Little League provided for me. And not only did it follow me through Little League and, my playing days in the middle school and high school, but also into football as we played Campbellsville in the championship game, and the head football coach at Campbellsville University sent a nice letter recruiting me for football and saying he remembered my name from playing his son's baseball team in Little League.
Isn't
so
that something? I
yeah.
did not know that story. Ross strikes out swinging.
Yeah, pretty neat.
Now batting, number 10, Eli Baker.
There's young Mr. Baker, number 10, coming to the batter's box here. Corbin trying to keep it rolling here. They trail 2-1 in the top of the second. Corbin is the guest team on the scoreboard here at Miller Park. And then, so that's pretty neat. And then as a coach, getting to coach your nephew and your son, you guys had some pretty good success.
Yeah, we did have some success. We made 3 straight years to the state tournament in Little League with those guys. And, Ronnie, I'm getting old. A lot of those kids have graduated or are graduating, including my son and my nephew, who will both be seniors this coming year.
Here's Baker, 0-1 pitch. Ground ball. It could roll. That's the thing about, you see the grass on each side of the line. It could hit that grass just right and roll back fair.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, once on a natural playing surface, that ball can go anywhere. This Watkins kid for Daviess County, Ronnie, is a nice collection of off speed and changing eye levels and moving the ball in and out.
Here's the pitch. Good eye there by Mr. Baker.
Baker wanted to pull the trigger on that one, but held up at the last minute as that ball was just up in the zone. We have a 1-2 count. Ball high. Ronnie, these aren't just any run-of-the-mill umpires we have tonight. They They umpire high school, do some college games, and are certified through Little League too. So glad to have those guys out on the field helping to count as Baker runs the pitcher to a full count.
It's a good at bat for Baker because, again, pitch count is everything in Little League. Swings and he misses. That brings us to the end of the top of the second. Nobody reached base for Corbin. You're listening to the Martins Peterbilt and the WB Transport Kentucky State Tournament here on the 13th Region Media Network.
Watkins finishes the second inning, Ronnie, with 42 pitches.
42 pitches. 42. Baseball? Maybe baseballs. We got you some coming.
Appreciate our viewership tonight. Appreciate you listening in. Thanks for working with us through the technical difficulties early. Kathy, hopefully you're able to hear from us now. We're on the X and on Facebook Live, and we'll be on Instagram and also on YouTube. Appreciate the 13th Region Media Network. Those that work hard to make it happen. A lot of people don't realize how much work goes into the 13th Region Media Network.
A lot of work that these guys do behind the scenes, Ronnie, and man, I'm just proud to be a part of it. I know you are as well, and as we end baseball and transition into football, hopefully they continue to let us be a part and do some games there too.
Leading off for Daviess County, number 24, Jackson Bickett.
Jackson leads off. Jackson Bickett. Begley stays in there. How big was it for Begley to come in and get those big strikeouts at the end of the first?
Oh, it was huge. Had runners in scoring position. But Begley came in, did his job, shut them down, and this 11U All-Star team lived to fight another inning.
There's a bunt foul. So basically, you're 3 games in pool play. Coach Campbell doesn't want to go all the way out. He wants to try to keep his pitcher. So with his son that pitched, how much rest is he going to have?
A Looks like Coach Campbell kept him under the threshold, Ronnie, and he will be able to come back and pitch tomorrow.
Oh, that's good. All right, there's a base hit to left field by Pickett.
Sorry, I can't read my handwriting.
And that'll bring Mason to the plate for Daviess County. We're in the bottom of the second inning.
Now batting number 2, Bennett Mason.
So, Ronnie, let's go over that pitch count rule here for Little League. So, if a pitcher pitches 1 to 20 pitches in a day,
Foul ball on the bunt.
no day's rest is required. 21 to 35, 1 day rest is required. 36 to 50 pitches, 2 days are required. 51 to 65, you're at 3 days rest. So you would miss the entire pull play if you pitched 51 pitches.
Most teams. Oh, there's a drive.
Big
deep
hit.
Center. He caught it,
Lennox
though.
Griffin makes a play.
Great play out there by Lennox. He had a beat on it right away. You know what? He didn't dive in. He stayed and waited to see where it was, and that's big when you're an outfielder.
Well, that ball was hit on a line. That is kind of hard to judge, Ronnie.
Follow away.
1 out. Followays to the plate now for Daviess County, 2-1. Daviess County leads here in the bottom of the second. There's a perfect bunt. Pitcher gets it. Gets by the first baseman. The runner's going to come all the way around to score. And the bunter ends up at third base. I believe they would have been able to get him out there, Mondo. That's a 3-base error.
Yeah, great hit, great bunt right there, and catcher come up, made a play on it, just threw the ball low to the first baseman and went into right field,
Now
scoring
batting
2.
number 10,
So that makes it
Carson
3-1. Here in the bottom of the second. Brings the infield in a little bit.
Ball high.
Can't say enough about Martin's Peterbilt and WB Transport sponsoring this tournament. And just a great atmosphere here at Miller Park. We'll bring you some South Laurel games as well. And Mondo, you'll be here with Case Crowley from here on out, covering the rest of the tournament unless something crazy happens. There's quite a few teams you're going to be able to cover from the local area.
Yeah, several teams from different age groups, Ronnie, in the tournament. North has some teams. South has a team.
North made it in the 10 and 12-year-old. Corbin in the 11. Foul ball on the bunt. The pressure, it's hard to remember. These kids are just 11 years old. You look around at hundreds of people here at this game. Here it is almost 11 o'clock at night on a Sunday night. These kids playing their heart out.
And Daviess County playing a lot of small ball, putting some pressure on this Corbin team. And, you know, if you're able to do that and put some bunts down and move base runners, and, you know, that's a very key, vital part of the game. Anytime you put pressure on the defense and make them make plays, Ronnie, that it's hard to make every play at this age.
This young batter from Daviess County staying alive, fouled off a couple pitches here. Begley. I'm sure they're watching his pitch count. Pretty good. He's at 16 pitches now. Will they pull him at 20?
Nice off speed for strike 3.
I guess a lot of it depends on he's got 2 or 3 pitches is all he's got. Will Coach Campbell go to a different pitcher, or will he go ahead and keep Begley in there?
Now batting number
You know,
12,
I don't know what the strategy is right there. I mean, you know, you need to win this one. I know Begley's one of their top pitchers. I don't know how many more horses they have in the stable, though.
is the re-enter rule in a state tournament for a pitcher? Can they come back in once they've been removed?
No.
They're done.
No, they're done, yeah. Off speed, big cut by Mafia right there.
This is a big pitch for Begley.
Mafia's looking to do some damage.
Big swinger. Here's the pitch from Begley. Struck him out. So he stays under the 20 threshold. Wow. So it's 3-1. Daviess County with the lead. We'll go to the third inning here. You're listening to the Martins Peterbilt WB Transport State Tournament here on the 13th Region Media Network.
Begley, 19 pitches. 19. You got Collins, Rutland leading off. Collins, Rutland. Leading off for Corbin will be number 28, Collins, Rutland. So they're going to pitch this kid out then.
Go up to 50 and have you for the first day. Just need 2 days of rest, so we were allowed for the first day.
All right, Mondo, we're back here in the top of the third inning. Corbin trails Daviess County here in the 11th year old and under state tournament, the first round of pool play. They trail here, Mondo, 3-1. What do they need to do to get back in this game?
Well, this Daviess County pitcher, Ronnie, there's going to be a threshold for him. I don't know what that is. I know they're not going to burn him, and I mean, I say burn him, I mean exhaust all of his pitches. So, you would be looking at 4 days rest if that happens. So he would miss, up until maybe the championship round or so. But if I'm Corbin, I'm looking to try and get base runners and go deep in the count and try to get this kid out of here. Fastball high.
Rutland is at the plate here for the Corbin All-Stars.
This kid is very poised on the mound. He's good wind-up, good mechanics. And he's probably throwing I'd say mid-60s or so for an 11-year-old kid, Ronnie Smith.
Yeah. Here's the pitch to Rutland. Swing and a miss. 1-2. That's some heat right there, high and away. That's a hard pitch to hit, especially when you're trying to pull it. Strikes him out. You got to give it to Rutland. He went up there and he swung at every pitch. He didn't just take pitches.
Yeah, he's going to get his money's worth, and that's what you have to do.
Now batting number 8, Rowdy Faulkner.
Rowdy Faulkner, the best first name in baseball, Rowdy. It's a good one. The young man wears number 8.
Fastball high from Watkins. It was Watkins' 47th pitch.
So this will more than likely be his last batter, or they won't be able to use him in the rest of pool play, correct?
Nice cut right there by Faulkner as he fouls it off. Straight back. offs.
Yeah, that was a pretty good off-speed pitch, Mondo Simon.
You know, this young kid, Ronnie, he does a really good job of keeping the same mechanics, the same tempo as he throws a fastball or a breaking ball.
Swings and misses the fastball. He's got 2 strikes. No, 2-1? Yeah, 2-2. Okay.
Fastball low, full count. 1 out here in the top of the 3rd at Eli Hill Field as Daviess County and the Corbin 11U face off in a 3-1 ball game. Rowdy Faulkner battling at the plate right now for this 11U Corbin team.
We appreciate Coach Daniels from Pineville. He might coach high school, but he's on here watching these little leaguers on here. Appreciate you, Coach Daniels. He's all in up there in Pineville, isn't he?
Oh yeah, you gotta love the Pineville Mountain Lions. Fastball away, great at bat by Rowdy Faulkner right there. What was that, a 7-8 pitch at bat?
Oh, yeah. Corbin has a runner. They trail here 3-1 in the top of the 3rd. And they will make the pitching change to keep him. So what did you say at the 49 threshold? He'll be out, what, 2 days, Mondo?
Yeah, 2 days. He'll be able to come back first round of tournament play.
So they're going to switch pitchers. Again, we'll thank our sponsors, Martin's Peterbilt and WB Transport, for sponsoring the Kentucky State Tournament. And we're going to be I can't remember. I don't have it in front of me, Mondo, how many games we're going to be covering this tournament. But it's going to be quite a bit. There will be a player of the game presented by Martin's Peterbilt and WB Transport. So we'll have to be thinking of that. Of course, Little League can't give any awards, correct? But we can hand the kid awards.
Yes, that is correct. Little League does not give any personal awards. So this will be straight from the 13th Region Media.
13th Region Media Network brings you basketball and baseball and softball. And it's quite a coverage with the photographers, all the stories it's written. It's been a tremendous success to help the student athletes. And Mondo, everywhere we go, people talk about how they really appreciate the coverage we're able to give these kids.
Yeah, just a great job of everybody involved, Les, Darren, Case, and you, Ronnie, you're a vital part of the operation. I'm just getting my feet wet, but I appreciate the opportunity from everybody, and I really love doing it.
So Campbell is at the plate. Michael have 2 kids on this team, or just the one?
He has 2 kids. Yeah.
Here's number 23, Campbell.
First pitch, low and away.
So this new pitcher in here, trying to get settled in. First pitcher did a great job giving up that 1 run off a Daviess hit in the first inning. To the pitcher. Error on the shortstop. Mondo, they might have been able to turn 2.
Yeah, that was a textbook double play. Campbell hits it back to the pitcher, Maxey. A little behind towards the third base side of the bag at second, which hit off of the end of the shortstop's glove, allowing both runners to be safe. As Corbin looks to get back to the top of the lineup here.
It's past my bedtime, Mondo. I turned into a pumpkin here.
Ronnie, I was here till 1:30 Friday night and back again at 8 o'clock Saturday morning. And
Smith, the leadoff, takes a strike. 2 runners on. 1 out. Top of the 3rd. Corbin trailing 3-1 against Daviess County. Yeah, I think we're all a little slap happy at this point. You guys did a great job getting this field ready. I'm telling you, if people would have known how much it rained today, Mondo, they'd be shocked that we're out here.
Oh, yeah. Infield has really done well. We got the tarps on at the right time, but Outfield, still a little sloshy out there in places, it looks like. But, you know, you get several thousands of gallons of water on a tarp. It all has to go somewhere. So we tried to get it off with a sump pump and probably 25, 30 workers out there.
Smith strikes out. 2 outs in the inning.
Now batting number 1, Casey Harrell.
Casey Harrell to the plate. Man, he can be a hero here, Mondo, with the tying runs on base here. 2 outs in the top of the third for Corbin.
Yeah, this 11U Corbin team, they need to get one across the plate anyway, Ronnie.
Harrell calls time.
Grandson of former Sheriff Ronnie Smith of Whitley County, Colin
No,
Harrell.
I did not know that. Where's number 1? Swings and he misses. He got his money worth on that swing.
Maxie had a little zip on that ball right there.
He's a good pitcher. The thing is, will he keep him under 20? Or will they stretch him out? And then there's 2 pitchers they wouldn't have for these next 2 pool games.
Off speed, Harrell stays back.
He thought about it.
He did think about it. He held back. 1-1 count.
They don't have diabetes.
That's a fair ball down the first base line. 1 run is going to score. The other runner goes to third. That's a big 2-out hit by Mr. Harrell, and it's now a 3-2 game.
Big hit right there as you have Owen
Now
Bagley.
batting number 44, Owen Bagley.
Big hitter for this Corbin team, Ronnie.
You got the tying run on third base. Will they send the runner on first here, Mondo, with 2 outs?
Yeah, there's a couple different ways you can strategize. A lot of teams like to square around, show bunt, but you have 2 outs, so you're probably not going to do that. But if I'm coaching, I'm still in second right here, trying to take that force out away anyway. There's the bunt we just talked about. Ball high. Oh,
They were going to let him go, but he decided to come back.
looks like they tried to get a rundown right there.
Chris Griffin, our good friend Chris, you guys have been through a lot of battles together, Mondo.
Oh, yeah. He was on my staff as when we made it there to several state tournament games.
Swing and a miss.
Straight.
Harrell Stills there. Look what a base hit does right here, Mondo.
Big cut by Bagley. He just barely missed that ball.
Number 44.
You know who my favorite number 44 was?
Eric Davis.
Eric Davis.
Same here, brother. Same here. Here's the pitch. Swings and he misses. That's a big out. Had the go-ahead run in scoring position, but it's not meant to be right now. But Corbin moves a little bit closer, Mondo. It's now 3-2.
11.
Yeah, Bagley had a real good at bat right there. 2 big cuts, and then Ronnie, if he'd made contact, both those runs would have scored.
Yeah,
but
man.
Ronnie, did you get to visit the concession stand inning today?
No, man.
Oh my goodness! The Corbin baseball team had the food truck here, and you would not believe the strawberry and
Strawberry shortcake, right?
strawberry shortcakes and chocolate hot fudge sundaes. Oh my goodness, they were amazing.
Yeah, I appreciate WB Transport and Martin's Peterbilt.
Really good tenderloin sandwiches from Uncle Charlie's.
Man,
Mr. Taylor grilled. He's been hard on that grill the last 2 days.
I have been in this booth since about 2:30. so you're killing me, man.
Yeah.
Begley stays into pitch. I'm a little bit hungry. We're sitting there thinking,
Number 30, Justin.
what will I do when we get done tonight? I'm going to stop and get me something to eat somewhere.
Well, there's always Taco Bell.
And not at 50.
Oh.
Not at 50 years old. You can't eat Taco Bell at midnight. You can't with Paul Taylor. Not even going to try it. We will definitely be making a run for the border. That's for sure. All right, Corbin's got to play some defense here. Mr. Begley stays on. Maxey to the plate. Maxey came in and pitched a gem there.
Yeah, very efficient for this Davis County team. And off-speed pitch by Begley in there for a first pitch strike. That's the key to keeping that pitch count low. Oh, knuckleball. That was a knuckleball, I was just told.
Wow.
Hard to tell from our viewpoint, but
That was definitely a fastball. 3-2. Corbin trails Davis County in the bottom of the third. Ronnie Smith with the legend, the myth, the Little League Hall of Fame. If Corbin had a Little League Hall of Fame, Mondo, I hate to say it, and I know you don't like him, won't brag on you, but with your coaching and you played and the big hits you had, you'd have to be in there. And there are also some good teammates you played with back in the day.
oh yeah, a lot of good kids, a lot of talent on that team. And good coaching we had, Alan Martin, really big in baseball at that time, which has moved away from here, and Rick Jones, legend in Kentucky on the basketball court, was on that team. And umpire Sam Miller was on that team.
Of course, Miller Park named after someone very special to Sam.
Yeah, his dad built this facility and won several awards back in the day when it first opened. And just in the last year, the city of Corbin has spent millions of dollars recreating Mr. Miller's vision.
3 fields up here if you haven't had an opportunity to be here. Fouls it off. Field 1 and 3 with grass infields. Field 2 with dirt, which is primarily going to be used for softball, but not just softball.
Begley here with an 0-2 count.
How about an 0-2 knuckleball?
Nice.
That was nasty.
It's right there.
Strikes him out. 1 out here in the bottom of the third inning. 11 o'clock on the East Coast. It's only 8 o'clock in Cali.
Now batting number 14, Jake Watkins.
Watkins to the plate for Davis County.
1 out, nobody on.
Are you going back right there?
Begley come in relief from Campbell, doing a tremendous job. Another knuckleball right there.
He throws it with such poise. Really does a great job.
The last kid I have seen to throw a knuckleball at a young age was Charlie Hatton. Do you remember that name?
I remember that name. I sure
He
do.
was also on that state championship team and was a tremendous high school player and went on to play college baseball. Fastball low and in.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Begley
There's a-
curveball.
Oh, it gets by the right fielder, but he gets it in quick. Way to recover out there, the right fielder. Holds him to a single. 1 out.
Now batting number 27, Carson Ashby.
Ashby to the plate.
Ronnie Smith, remember John Kruk?
Oh, yes.
That's who the Corbin right fielder just reminded me of. Lefty, long curly hair.
Yeah, I see that. I can definitely see that.
Knuckleball. Ashby way out front.
Been pretty impressed with Begley, Mondo.
Yeah, doing a very, very good job. Super efficient. Getting ahead in the count.
It's a big pitch here. He's got him in a hole 0-2. There's a drive. Deep center field. Lennox Griffin makes the catch, and he had to go back, Mondo Simon, to make that catch.
Got a little bit of a late jump on it, but recovered very well and used those legs to get under it for the second out of the inning.
Now batting number
big.
21, Briar Stone.
Stone to the plate, 2 outs, runner at first. Corbin trails here 3-2 in the bottom of the third inning. Davis County is the home team on the scoreboard. Base hit up the middle. Griffin will get it in quick. They've got runners on first and second, Mondo, with 2 out. He just went up there being aggressive, hitting that first pitch.
Oh, he did a good job of taking the pitch right back where it came from, driving it up the middle. Griffin in quickly to stop the ball and get it in, keeping the runners from advancing to the next base.
Gainer to the plate. Wait.
Now batting number 11, 1, Gainer.
Fastball low from Begley. Runners on first and second. 2 outs. Foul ball. 3-2 ball game here, Ronnie Smith, in the bottom of the third inning.
This is the 11 and under All-Star team. Out of the 3 state tournaments, it's the only team from Corbin that made it to the state tournament. Squirrel Moore's team came very close. They laid an egg on him on that last day. We won't even talk about that.
Called strike 2.
He's been demoted to game changer. He's in here with us. We're just giving him a hard time. A lot of volunteers around here tonight that make it happen. In the dirt, runners will move up. That 12U team, Mondo, came within 1 win of being here.
Yeah, faced a really, really good North Laurel team. I think North Laurel, did they get the win today, Ronnie? Got beat?
No, they lost.
No, Campos, Enrique Campos Jr. hit a home run, I heard.
Ground ball to third.
Third baseman up and makes a tag. Tremendous play right there.
What we got to make sure is the run didn't score before he tagged that runner. So evidently he got him out. So we'll go to the 4th inning here of the Martins Peterbilt WB Transport coverage of the Kentucky State Tournament here on the 13th Region Media Network.
38 for Begley. 38. We can run and get you some. Hey, will you go get them 3 waters for the umpire? Did you want something too?
Well, Mondo, it's anybody's game here. We go into the 4th inning here, the top of the 4th, the Corbin Little League. I shouldn't say Red Hounds. Corbin will be batting here. They trail 3-2. I believe it'll be the heart of the order. Daviess, who had the RBI single in the first inning, will be leading off the 4th here for Corbin.
Yeah, if I'm Corbin right now, this go time for me, Ronnie. You have to do any and everything to try to get base runners and move those guys around and get this thing tied up.
It'll be interesting, again, the strategy of coaching. What will they do with Maxie here on the mound? Will they keep him under 20 pitches, or will they use it to where he will not be available? That means they'll have 2 pitchers not available for the remaining 2 pull plays. What's your decision there as a coach, Mondo?
I'm winning this game. I'm getting this first win under my belt, but I am also keeping him available for,
Leading off,
for that
0-0,
semifinal game.
Carter Daviess.
But you gotta win to get there is the thing. So tough decision, man. This kid's doing very, very well right now. So
37, right?
30 shot 35.
Okay.
anxious to see what this Davis County coach does.
Yeah. Davis at the plate. That's Chuck Davis, football coach and middle school softball coach, his son.
He's also the wrestling coach
Oh, yeah,
for
that's
the
right.
Corbin High School.
That's right.
Big
Here's a-
hit by Daviess.
Oh, the left fielder makes a diving catch.
Wow, what a play. Left fielder gets a good jump, comes in and slides halfway into shortstop on that one, Ron.
Now batting number 30, Colton Campbell.
Campbell to the plate. One of the sons of the coach. This is Colton. One out here in the top of the fourth.
Ronnie, do you have the take sign on if your hitters are, if you're trying to get a pitcher out of the game? What's your strategy?
No, I'm making him throw me a strike at this point, just to try to waste a couple pitches. But again, you do have the heart of your order, Mondo. I mean, maybe you're 3, 4, 5, you don't do that. But if they're a good hitter, they can hit with one strike just as they can with none.
That's the way I see it as well.
2-0.
And me personally, I don't care if it's your 3, 4, 5 or whatever. You're looking at one if you're leading off the inning.
It's a pitch count here, Squirrel. He's at 14. 3-0 count now to Campbell. Definitely got to take sign here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 3-0, we're not swinging if we're behind.
Here's the 3-0 pitch. Strike right down the heart of the plate. There's a fly ball. Center fielder catches it. Had to move to his left a little bit, and Corbin's Daviess and Campbell have smoked the ball, Mondo, but there's 2 outs. Nothing to show for it.
The other hitters, all you can do is keep swinging. And, Daviess and Campbell both had good swings, hit the ball very well, but unfortunately he's just right at the Davis County outfielders.
Here's the center fielder, Griffin. Made some great plays so far tonight in center field. He's at the plate here with 2 outs in the top of the fourth. Corbin trails Davis County 3-2. In the dirt. Appreciate Martin's Peterbilt and WB Transport for sponsoring the Kentucky State Little League Tournament. We will be covering games from 12U, 11U, and 10U. This is an 11U game. Swing and miss by Griffin. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch.
Griffin just a tad late on that one. This ball got in on him a little bit as he fouled it off. 0-2 count, or 1-2 count, I'm sorry.
Corbin at the plate, trailing here 3-2. Strike. Just couldn't pull the trigger there. What's his pitch count? He's at 21, which would put him. He's got to have 1 day's rest, so he won't be available tomorrow. So, Mondo, will they bring that pitcher back, or will he be done? He will be available tomorrow. Okay, he will be available.
Yeah,
I'd say he's done, don't you?
Yeah, he started the batter before 20 pitches, which allowed him to finish the batter and stayed with under that 20-pitch threshold, allowing him to pitch tomorrow. You got a 3-2 ball game right here. If I'm Davis County and I score a run or two, I'm probably going to jerk him.
Yeah. Well, and one thing we don't know what other kind of pitching they have. They may have 3 or 4 more pitchers. They may not have that. We don't know.
So much strategy goes into pull play and Little League, especially with these pitch thresholds. And, do you show all your cards in one day, Ronnie, or do you hold 1 or 2 more for maybe the next day that, teams may not be here watching because it's so late?
It's a good point.
I'll take one of them, please.
Carter Davis.
Now pitching for Corbin, 00, Carter Daviess.
Comes in here, 3-2. Davis County leads. They're the home team, and we are in the bottom of the 4th inning. Mondo, there's another game that could be played later tonight. And what's the time you think that we get to that they won't try to start that game?
Well, it's 10 after 11. I don't see that they start that game tonight, Ronnie, because by Little League rules, you can't play past midnight anyway. So I'd say this will be the last game we see tonight.
We are 4 hours behind schedule. Literally, this game started right at 10 o'clock, right around there. Multiple rain delays, and it's been amazing. Thanks, Sean. Our buddy Sean Sanders listening.
Leading off, number 5, J.P. Hedges.
I'll be honest, Sean. I'm sleepy, man. I'm a little hangry and sleepy on top of that. I'm a bear. I'm usually a pretty nice guy, but I feel a little cranky tonight, Mondo. I hope I don't come across that way.
I completely understand, my friend. I agree. My eyes are getting a little heavy myself.
Here's Davis pitching against Davis County. First pitch is in the dirt. He'll come in here trying to keep this lead to 1. Just a 1-point lead right now for Davis County.
Ronnie, have we seen a Davis County hitter not show bunt tonight?
It's a good point. I thought of that just literally just before you said that. Did Russell County win? Is a question somebody asked us, Jerry Brown. Did Russell County play? They might have been on the other field, Jerry. We are over at the we've been over here at the field covering the 10U and 11U. So if that's a 12U team, we don't have an update on that, unfortunately. There's a strike. Good pitch there by Davis.
3-1 count. The Davis County left-handed hitter, man. This kid has a good stance. He's very balanced. Looks good at the plate there as he drew a walk for ball 4.
Appreciate Cruz Sima being our cameraman tonight, hanging out there.
Now batting number 48, Luke Abbott.
So Russell Flatwood's supposed to be the next game.
Okay, Jerry, Russell Flatwoods is supposed to be the next game against South. Nelson County, against Nelson County. I don't think that game's going to be played tonight because of time. It's probably going to be really, really early in the morning. 8 o'clock in the morning, Jerry. And we will not be covering that game, unfortunately.
Abbott squares around, shows bunt. Davis threw it in the dirt for ball 1. Pitch 2, in for a strike. 1-1 count. Runner on first base. No outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
It's been a great game so far, Mondo Sima.
Yeah, a little back and forth. Both teams scored in the 1st inning, and then 2nd inning, Davis County got 2 more runs across.
Grounds it slowly to third. Comes up firing.
Oh, collision
He
at
got
first
him.
base. Big John Kruk held on to it there.
Is that Ross, number 2? For Corbin? Yeah, Ross. That was a great play by him. He got hit pretty hard there underneath the ribs, but he was able to hang on to that and get a big out for Corbin.
Yeah, really good play by Bagley, charging in, fielded it cleanly, come up, made a throw to first base. Just a little offline, but Ross, big body, held his ground, made the play, and got the out for this Corbin 11U team.
Live from Miller Park here in Corbin, Kentucky. The WB Transport Martin's Peterbilt Kentucky State Tournament.
Nice backhanded stop right there by Huddleston, the catcher from Daviess. Keeping the runner at bay at second base. Two-0 count to Bickett from Daviess County. Fastball inside. 3-0. Now, Ronnie, there's one thing you can't do is walk base runners, because that always comes back to get you at any level.
Takes a strike, 3-1 now. He walks him. 2 on here, 1 out.
Yeah, you got to come in, throw strikes, put the ball across the plate,
Batting number
let the
2,
hitter make the
Bennett.
play, and trust your
Mason.
defense. Keep your pitch count low.
What's up, Cubs?
Mason squares the bunt, like you said, Mondo, about every batter.
When I saw everybody was late, I can't say that for her.
Yeah, these Daviess County hitters are sure making the Corbin defense move around. Strike called. 1-1 count.
You got to play good defense here, Mondo. No errors, no throwing the ball around, throwing it away, keeping the ball in front of you.
Yeah, it looks like the Corbin defense has a pitcher covering the third base line as the third baseman's staying at home. And the first baseman is charging on his side as the second baseman rolls over to cover the first base bag. And then, of course, your shortstop is covering second base. Shortstop playing in the hole.
Struck out Mason. That's a big out there by Daviess.
Yeah, huge out for huge strikeout for Daviess for out number 2.
Now batting number 99, Zach Followay.
Pitch count for Daviess. 18.
18.
So Daviess will be able to finish this battle because he's starting under 20 if Coach Campbell decides to save him for another day, correct?
Absolutely, 100%.
Oh, foul.
Followay, little guy wearing number 99. First pitch high. Really, really hard to pitch. You have a smaller strike zone. Kids like Followay, you got to dig a little deeper, keep the ball low. Is that a called strike?
Yeah.
1-1 count. 2 outs, runners on second and first. 3-2 ball game. Little man had a big cut right there, Ronnie.
Yeah, man. He gets his money's worth of the swing. 3-2, Corbin trails. 2 runners on for Daviess County. They lead Corbin here 3-2.
2-2 count to Followay.
What a play by the third baseman Begley. but he's not able to get Valloway. He's so fast, and he was able to get an infield hit, and that loads the bases here with 2 outs.
Yeah, that's all Begley could have done right there on that
Now
play.
batting number
Little
10, Carson.
weak
Ball.
ground ball to third base. Begley fielding through all in one motion and just short of getting that out there. Just very, very short.
Ronnie Smith here with Mondo Sima. Strike against the left-hander.
First pitch, fastball in.
Ball is out from it, so I figured it's for now.
Called strike. Bases loaded.
Yeah.
2 outs, a 2-out bunt, Ronnie Smith. Wow.
Begley gets it, gets the force at home, and gets Corbin out of a big jam there. Are you surprised by that, Mondo?
I'm very surprised.
So we'll go to the 5th inning. Corbin trails here 3-2 on the Martins Peterbilt WB Transport Kentucky State Tournament here on the 13th Region Media Network.
Carter Davis, 25. 25.
Begley, just a tremendous athletic play on there to come in, make the play, get the force out at home to end the inning. But yeah, you don't see a whole lot of 2-out bunts. Trying to catch a third baseman sleeping there, it looked like.
He's sticking with Maxey, pitching.
I feel like you probably about have to. I mean, they didn't get a run across the plate that inning. You know, you're still in a 3-2 ball game, and this first game is so vital, Ronnie. You win that first one, man, it just gives you so much confidence going into day 2.
So you can make it to the semis with 1 loss, but you lose 2, you're done.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, we've seen a 9-inning ball game and 2 other extra inning ball games, Ronnie. So a lot of good baseball right here in the past 2 days.
We had 2 walk-offs today. Both the first 2 games here were 7-6 walk-offs. 1 in the bottom of the 6th.
I think we're up to 3 home runs.
Really?
Yep, all 3 hit on field 3, which is the biggest field here in the 12U tournament.
Huddleston leading off for Corbin. He's number 21. Corbin trails here 3-2. You only play 6 innings in Little League, so this is the 5th.
So 5th inning, top of 5. I'm taking a strike, Ronnie. I'm taking till we get a strike.
He swings and misses, fouls it back.
With this 11U team, come out swinging, staying aggressive.
It's the ball. It's 1-1 to Huddleston. Takes
Nice pitch right there by Maxey.
it in a hole now, 1-2.
Huddleston looks. Pitch looked to be pretty right down the middle.
2 balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter, Huddleston, here in the 5th inning for Corbin. Struck him out swinging. Maxey's throwing pretty good. He's switching his pitches up pretty good, isn't he, Mondo?
Yeah, doing a tremendous job. Huddleston was just a step behind on that one.
Now batting number 2, Colton Ross.
Mr. Ross, the young man at first base, made a heck of a play to hang on to the throw from Begley earlier. He appeared to be hit pretty hard, but he looks all right here, Mondo, batting here with 1 out.
Yeah. I tell you what, Ronnie, he may win the hair award. Look at those curly locks there coming out of the back of that helmet. I don't know if it looks as good as Cole Moore's back here, though. He's got some nice locks, too.
So If I'm not mistaken, he was throwing left-handed, right? But he's batting right.
Yeah, I think you don't see that a whole lot, really. You see it the opposite way some, but
Foul ball.
Yeah, he's watching.
3-2 ball game, top of 5, 1-2 count. One out. Ross digs in. Maxey's still in the game for Daviess County. Fastball called strike right down the pipe.
Yeah, 2 outs. And Jerry Brown asked, is this a single elimination? No, Jerry, it's pool play. You'll have 3 games, and then you'll move on to the semifinals, the best 2 records from each.
Now batting number
So
10. Eli
losing tonight
Baker.
doesn't mean the season's over. Michelle Parton says, let's go, Corbin. Way to stay alive. Baker to the plate here with 2 outs here in the 5th inning. Maxey bounces it. It'll be ball 1. Can't score any runs, Mondo, if you don't get anybody on base.
Yeah, it's tough to do.
Takes a strike, 1-1. It's low, 2-1. It's a hitter's count from young Mr. Baker.
You know, I'm thinking you've seen a pitcher, Ronnie, that's throwing a lot of off-speed stuff. You're looking to let the fastball or let the off-speed get a little deeper and then drive it, that right center gap. So
Baker takes a strike, 2-2. Coach Crystal Stidham saying, let's go, boys. Full count. She's a high school softball coach. She's watching us tonight. Good friend of mine. Love her and her family.
New beautiful facility.
Yes. Yeah, the baseball and softball facility at Corbin looked pretty good. Baker walks, a 2-out walk. Armando, you mentioned walks can haunt. Can really come back to haunt people. Let's see if we can get something going here with 2 outs.
great battle right there. Baker's had 2 good at-bats for this 11-year-old team, Ronnie.
Rutland.
That brings Rutland to the plate. Maxey still on the mound for Daviess County. Oh, they throw behind him. It almost gets away from the first baseman, and Baker's able to get back. You like being aggressive like that with 2 outs, Mondo?
I think at this point you have to do something. The baseball's just not falling for you tonight, so you got to try to generate something, get something going, get a little momentum. Pitch inside, almost hits Rutland. The runner stays at first base, but I guess sometimes you got to create it, Ronnie, if it's just not happening for you. And I think it's what Coach Campbell and Coach Griffin are trying to do right now.
Swing and a miss. There's a delayed steal. He made it. Gets down there. Very close play at second. Stolen base. So the tying run is in scoring position. It's the 3rd runner in scoring position as the tying run from Corbin. Can Mr. Rutland get a hit and tie this game here in the top of the 5th? Swings and he misses. Got his money's worth on that swing.
He about swung out of his shoes right there, Ronnie. Baker.
A lot of pressure, Mondo, again, as I said earlier, on 11-year-old.
Yeah, Baker flirted with stealing that bag at second there a couple times, and
Rutland strikes out. Right down the heart of the plate. So Corbin strands another runner in scoring position. We'll go to the bottom of the fifth. Daviess County 3, Corbin 2 here on the Martins Peterbilt WB Transport Kentucky State Tournament. 11 and under playing right now here at Miller Park in Corbin.
Maxie 41-41. With 11s, you can run on that drop third strike. That base is open, right? You can in 11s and 12s, but not 10s, right? Get rigged up on mine. Trying to get my baseball line there.
All right, Mondo Sima, bottom of the fifth inning. Corbin only has one more at bat. You can't afford to let him get some runs right here. You got to hold him.
Now batting number 12, Carter Mafia.
You are 100% correct, Mr. Smith. You need to be 3 up, 3 down here if all possible and get back on the aggression side of offense and try to tie this thing up here because, you know, we've said time and time again, this first win is very, very important. As you've seen, this Daviess County team left Maxie in the game. It's like to be one of their top pitchers. Here's our man Mafia again.
Their last hitter in their lineup's last name is Mafia.
Daviess 3-0 to Mafia, to our leadoff hitter.
He walked him.
4 straight pitches.
Now batting the leadoff, number 30, Justin Maxey.
Here's the pitcher, Maxie. Came in, done a great job. He's the leadoff hitter. And Daviess still on the mound for Corbin. Takes a strike. Gets by the catcher. Runner goes on to second. It's a ball high to Maxie.
Daviess looking to get back focused and really just needs to try and get the ball over the plate here. He's looking to lose his composure a little bit.
You know, Mondo, I'm just, just think a 3-2 game. That's a close game. A lot of these games are so lopsided, even when you get to this level. Corbin's hung right in there.
Yeah, they've battled. They battled all day. They're big hitters, put the bat on the ball, and a couple others move base runners around to score their 2 runs, but they have to get Maxie out of the game, in my opinion.
Well,
He's very, very efficient.
We're coming up on the 20-minute mark. If this game don't end, what will they do then? They'll have to suspend it. We'll see what happens.
That's true.
Wouldn't that be horrible? Yeah. So he walks him. Coach Campbell's going to come to the mound. Well, where are we at? Pitch mark right here. He's at 35 pitches.
Now batting number 14, Jake Watkins.
We got first and second, 2 outs. They're 2 outs. No outs, excuse me. Nobody out. Switching pitchers. Brings in Smith. Trying to hold this one-run deficit here. 2 on, nobody out. Here on the Martins Peterbilt WB Transport Game of the Week here in the Kentucky State Tournament. That would be bad. But you know what I was going to say a minute ago, I started to. I'm kind of old school. I don't, when I coached, even my older kids, when my kid strikes out, you better run back to the dugout. You don't question the call of the umpires. How big was that, the discipline of your game? The kids showing respect and doing the little things, like hustling like that. Would your coaches let you get away with that?
No, not at all. They, my kids called me Coach No Fun because I was no nonsense.
Yeah. And for the most part, it's that way today that we've seen it. Where the kids hustle back and different things like that, hustle in, hustle out. It's kind of tough. A lot of people don't realize how hard it is to coach your own kids. It was never a case with me coaching mine that I let them get away with anything. It was the case of maybe I was probably a little too hard on them.
Right, 100%.
But they were fun times. But it's hard to, you can get so caught up in this that you don't even enjoy where you are.
Now pitching for Corbin, Carson Smith.
Watkins to the base, or to the plate, excuse me.
Watkins 2-hole hitter for this Daviess County team. Off speed high, ball 1.
Nobody out here, 2 on in the top of the 5th. Excuse me, bottom of the 5th. There we go. There's a strike. What was your biggest superstition, Mondo, as a player?
I had a bunch.
Did you really?
Yeah. We may need another inning or 2 for all of them.
Is the ball high? It's just part of the fun of the game. You and I talked about it earlier in the year. I always love the fact that gets away from the catcher, runners are going to move up. Like you, Mondo, I've coached football and basketball and baseball and every sport. But what I love about baseball, it's not controlled by the clock. It's not the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter, like every sport. Until you get those 18 outs, you're alive.
100%.
Corbin's still alive in this game.
Yeah. Anything can happen anytime.
It's the only sport, softball and baseball, that's not controlled by the clock.
Smith walks his first hitter. Bases loaded here as this Corbin team is digging themselves in a hole with no outs.
This is the meat of their order, isn't it?
Now batting number 27, Carson Ashby.
If I'm Corbin, I have my corners in on the grass. I have my middle infield at double play death, and I'm looking to give up 1 to get 2.
There you go. Ashby at the plate. Takes the ball inside.
Smith, kind of a 3/4 sidearm type pitcher here, Ronnie. A little trouble finding the strike zone for this 11-year-old team.
There's a strike right down the heart of the plate. Someone's asked, how did Squirrel get his nickname? Earl Squirrel. All right. His older brother was Earl. That's pretty neat.
Oh, big hit.
Oh, wow.
That's going to clear the bases there, Ronnie.
Yeah, that goes all the way to the fence. 1 run, 2 runs, 3-run double. And just like that, it is a 6-2 ball game.
Now batting number 21, Briar Stone.
Still nobody out, Mondo. There's a little pop up. Shortstop gets it. 1 out. Runner on second here. Here's a strike.
Now batting number 11, Owen Gaynor.
Fouls it there. 1 out here. Runner at second. Man, just the air let out of the balloon, Mondo, for the Red Hound, or for Corbin. I want to keep wanting to call them the Red Hounds. Yeah, Kathy's watching. Says, way to go, Davis County. Yeah, they're doing well right now. They had a big bases clearing double to get the lead. Expand the lead, I should say.
Corbin, the kid that had the hit, was Casey Harrell.
Six to 2, Davis County leads here in the bottom of the 5th. Corbin will have 1 more at bat. Mondo, we've had over 600 people tune into the broadcast tonight. That's amazing this late at night. There's a base hit, right field. Ashby will score. And for some reason, they throw it home, even though he had already scored, and he gets to second on the throw that got away from the catcher. And that's where we talked about starting to throw the ball around when 1 error turns and leads into 2 if you're not careful.
Yeah, Corbin, that player had, the Davis County kid had clearly scored from third base and it started going back to the dugout. And Corbin kid threw it home anyway, and that kind of started the snowball there. But, you know, man, they're kids. Things are going to happen. And here's my lefty back in the box here. I really, really like this kid right here. Davis County, number 5, J.P. Hedges. Lefty. Called strike.
We will be recognizing, Mondo, the Kentucky Little League State Tournament presented by Martin's Peterbilt and WB Transport Player of the Game. Ground ball to short. Throws it to first. He's out. That'll be 2 outs.
Hard hit ball to the shortstop. Hedges. Campbell one hopper. Big catch. Up, made throw over to first base. Runner stays at second for the second out of the inning. 6-2 ball game. Bottom of 5. Ball outside to Abbott.
6-2 here. The bottom of the 5th inning, Davis County leads. Here's the pitch, ball high. Trying to stop the bleeding here. 3 runs in for Daviess County here in the bottom of the 5th. Ball. Yeah, runners are first and second here, 2 out.
Now batting number 24, Jackson Bickett.
Coach Campbell's going to bring in a different pitcher at this point. Appreciate Martin's Peterbilt and WB Transport. The inning can end, yeah.
Who's this pitch?
Running up on the Rutland, Collins Rutland, the new pitcher for Corbin.
Now pitching for Corbin, Collins, Rutland. Did I announce Jackson Bickett?
Yeah. All right, so Rutland in there, first and second. How many outs do we have here? 2 outs. Collins Rutland comes in here. Big spot for him, Mondo.
Yeah, huge spot. You got to stop this bleeding. You got to get back in the dugout, and you got to regroup and try to figure out some way how to tie this thing up. Now, Daviess County, they're going to be making some decisions here too.
Runners move up on the wild pitch.
You leave Maxie in to finish this thing, or do you take a chance and change pitchers?
Well, it makes a big difference coming into the 6th inning, 3-2. And now it's 6-2, correct?
Pitch high. 1-1 count. 2 outs. Beckett digs in. Foul ball delivered by Rutland. Nice pitch on the inner half of the plate there from Rutland. A little off speed.
Big strikeout to get him out of the inning. We'll go to the 6th and final inning. Daviess County leads here 6-2 against Corbin. Here on the Martin Peterbilt WB Transport coverage of the Kentucky State Tournament here on the 13th Region
5
Media
for
Network.
Collins, Rutland, 5.
Ronnie, this is a good Corbin team here. Coach Campbell and Coach Griffin, they put a lot of time in with these guys, and kind of try to bring them up here the last few years together. But this Daviess County team, they've just run into a buzzsaw tonight. They've got it done in all facets of the game. Made the one little mishap there at second base, but other than that, pretty clean ball game by them.
Yeah.
Let's see. I've got 7 runs also. 7-2 on the scoreboard, please.
Leading off for Corbin will be number 8, Rowdy Faulkner.
Knocker came off. I don't know. We're still live.
Is it still going on there? I got up and the camera fell down. Where's the phone at? My phone's
Make sure it's plugged in. Just plug in the two things. And we still have audio, Rondo.
Little camera difficulties here.
Faulkner's going to lead off here the 6th inning. Corbin trailing 6-2. So here we go, the 6th inning. Here we go. We got our camera back now. 7-2 is the score. Thank you. We're good. Thank you, Cruz. Cruz Simons, our cameraman tonight. 7-2 here, 6th inning. Faulkner leading off the 6-4 Corbin. There's a strike.
Two count to Faulkner.
Swings and misses. There's a foul tip, though. Stays alive, does Rowdy. How big is it to down 4 runs, try to get this first runner on the base if you're Corbin?
Oh, it's very important. Gives you a little momentum. You know, you just got to score one at a time, Ronnie. One at a time. Full count. Rowdy Faulkner doing a really, really good job here staying alive and trying to do his part to help his team get on base.
You know what the pitch count is for this young man as Faulkner fouls it off? 48. So he'll have to make a decision after this batter, won't he? Here's Faulkner, the full count pitch, ground ball up the middle. Second baseman scoops, throws it, but the first baseman dropped the ball, and Faulkner is able to run it out, and Corbin still has life left in him here with the leadoff hitter on in the top of the 6th and final inning.
Great at bat by Rowdy
Now
Faulkner
batting,
right
number
there.
23, Bentley.
Let the ball get deep, fouled a few off, put it in play, and end up getting on base. Another 8 or 9 pitch at bat. It's what you have to have, Ronnie.
Coach is talking to the umpire here to figure out what they're going to do.
You know, the biggest problem right now is we are approaching midnight.
The thing is, we are in the 6th inning. You can't start an inning, so I guess we could finish it, correct? Yeah.
We're looking it up and I don't know yet. But it's still short of midnight.
Yeah, but it's like 4 minutes.
Yeah.
He needs to know.
Well, we can go ask, but we got balls the game to figure it out, or you can keep pitching. He's at 50. You're talking about your next pitcher? Okay, we'll go ask.
Then we're going to pause here. Again, pitching, because when it gets to midnight, does those pitches count the same day? They're going to try to find out.
Yeah, my opinion, it's the same game, so it would count as the same day because the game started before midnight.
I have no idea. So have you thought any more, Mondo, about this player of the game, Martins Peterbilt? There's a couple people you could mention. You could mention Maxey, who's pitched a great game. Ashby's had a big hit too as well, Mondo.
Yeah. I mean, just depends on which way you like. If you like defense or you like offense better. Couple good choices here.
We're waiting as we approach midnight. So what their coach is worried about, if he puts in a new pitcher, and that new pitcher pitches after midnight, which is the same day, does that eliminate him for playing later on Monday? That's what we're trying to find out. Sam Miller went to talk to Franklin Stivers, who is the commissioner. So maybe you could get Sam to come over here and tell us, Mondo. It is 2 minutes till midnight. He's going to go ahead and switch pitchers. That way Maxie will have, 2 days rest?
Well, I know, Ronnie, too. That pitcher already towed the rubber, so he's entitled to throw one pitch. I do know that.
Maxie steps off the mound, and here's the new pitcher. Switches gloves. Their first baseman's going to come in. Gaynor will be the new pitcher for Daviess County. Daviess County leads here 7-2 in the top of the 6th inning. Corbin has their leadoff hitter on first base. Campbell will be at the plate here. We will be having the Martins Peterbilt WB Transport Player of the Game. What was the ruling on that, so we know?
Now pitching number 11 on Gaynor.
So they can't pitch Monday.
Well, they get if they're under 20, I forget what day it is. Yeah, it's Sunday.
Right.
Monday.
Right. So if he pitches now, he's out tomorrow. Okay.
Come back, if they're under 20, go back.
That was a great question. Yeah. So he's ineligible. He won't. It's crazy. And yeah, we just talked to the coach, and so Gaynor will not be able to pitch later today when they play.
Yeah, I would have been wrong on that one.
Me too. I was with you on that 100%. So many different rules. Here we are today. 6 Ks and 2 1/3 inning, 2 for 2 with an RBI. What's Maxie done from the plate? Yeah.
Now batting number
So,
23.
We'll see how this game goes. We will have the player of the game here. Mondo, he wants you to get a picture with him to present the award after the game. To be put on social media. We'll see what happens here in a couple minutes. They might have a big comeback. You never know. Campbell's at the plate. Nobody out here. Top of the 6th. Corbin down 5. Trying to stay alive. Swing and a miss by Campbell.
You know, one thing I didn't realize, Ronnie, until just now, looking at this lineup, this Daviess County team hits 12 players.
Yeah. It was a lot different than when you and I coached back in the days.
Yeah.
You just played your 9. Had to let them play, 6 outs in the field and 1 at bat. Here's Campbell, still trying to stay alive. Ball. Was it 2-2? There's
Great
a
play.
Yeah, first baseman, that was in foul territory, makes the catch and almost doubled up the young man at first. That was very close, Mondo.
Yeah, really, really good play. Campbell put the bat on the ball. First baseman made the catch in foul territory and almost tagged up the runner at first base there, almost.
Smith
Now
back at the
batting
plate.
number 6, Carson Smith.
Looks like they're in the third inning of the game over there.
Ronnie, don't you wish you had hair like that?
Yeah, so there's a swing. It drops in front of the left fielder, and the runner gets to second before the out. So Corbin has 2 on with 1 out, with a big 1-out hit by young Mr. Smith with the beautiful flowing hair.
Great hit right there by Carson Smith in a clutch situation, keeping this
Now batting
Corbin
number
11U
1,
team
Mason
alive.
Harrell.
Of course, Harrell's up to the plate. Paul Taylor doing the PA, trying to motivate. He's got his rally cap on. Just took his shirt off, waving it around, trying to make something happen. I'm just joking. Takes a strike. Harrell, you can feel the tension. They took Maxey out of the game. Will that come back and bite him, Mondo? Here's the 0-1 pitch. Strike 2. High strike.
Yeah, pitch looked a little high right there to Harold, but hitting with 2 strikes, no big deal to him because he drove the ball down the right field line the last time with 2 strikes.
Takes the ball.
1-2 count. 1 out. Runners on first and second base here in the top of the 6th for this Corbin 11U All-Star team.
Strikes him out. So Corbin, in this game, again, it's not an elimination game. It's a pull play. But they're down to their final out.
Now batting number 44, 1, Bagley.
Bagley to the plate. Did a good job pitching tonight. Takes a strike. Gainers came in here and threw the ball well.
That kid's got some zip on it too. Not seen a whole lot of off-speed stuff, but he's Corbin hitter's a little behind on his fastball.
Swing and a miss. 0-2. Corbin is down to their final strike. Stay tuned for the Martins Peterbilt and WB Transport Player of the Game, Mondo. With young Mr. Luke Moore have been looking at the numbers closely, trying to figure out who is most deserving of this award tonight. Will it be from Daviess County, or will Corbin be able to come back and have a hero from Corbin? I think we pretty much know who it's going to be at this point. Swing and a miss, and that, my friend, is the ball game. Daviess County wins 7-2, and Mondo, we'll give you an opportunity to talk about the player of the game.
Yeah, I think, Ronnie, the player of the game is this Daviess County, Justin Maxey, who had a tremendous game, not only at the plate, but also on the pitcher's mound. He went 1 for 2 with 2 runs and 1 walk. On the pitcher's mound, he had 1 hit, gave up no runs, and stayed under 50 pitches, allowing him to pitch in the first game of tournament play. So Justin Maxey is our 13th region Martins Peterbilt and WB Transport Player of the Game for Daviess County.
Congratulations, Mondo. It's always good working with you. I know you and Case have the rest of the games covered, and wish you best of luck the rest of the tournament.
Appreciate it, Ronnie. Thank you, buddy. It's always fun.
All right. Well, we'll let you go find Mr. Maxie give him his award, and we'll wrap things up here. Been great being with you. Thanks to our sponsors, Martin's Peterbilt and WB Transport. Till the next time, it's a big right-hander round in third and headed for home. So long, everybody.